Apple is about to do something to the iPhone camera that no iPhone has ever done before, and it has nothing to do with megapixels. Mark Gurman called what is coming to the iPhone 18 Pro some of the biggest camera hardware upgrades in the lineup's history. That is not a small statement. And after going deep on every credible leak and rumor so far, I think he is right, but not for the reason most people are focused on. There are three upgrades coming to the iPhone 18 Pro this fall that could genuinely change how you think about smartphone cameras. We are going to break down all three, what they actually mean in real-world use, who should care, and at the end, I will tell you who should probably just wait. Let's start with the big one, variable aperture. The main cameras on the iPhone 15 Pro, 16 Pro, and 17 Pro all use a fixed aperture. The lens is permanently set to its widest setting. That is just how it works. With variable aperture, the iPhone 18 Pro would allow you to manually shift the aperture similar to a DSLR. That means more control over depth of field, sharper focus on your subject, smoother background blur when you want it, everything in focus when you do not. That is a fundamental change, not a software tweak, not computational photography pretending to be hardware. Actual physical aperture control on a phone. Think about what that means for video. You're not just shooting phone footage anymore. You are making decisions that used to require a cinema camera. And here's the thing nobody is saying out loud yet. This feature is going to make a lot of mirrorless camera owners very uncomfortable. Now the telephoto. A wider aperture for the telephoto camera will enable better low-light performance with the iPhone's zoom options. Translation, night shots at 4 times and 8 times zoom, which currently look like painting someone smudged, are finally going to look like actual photographs. And then there is the camera control button. This one is interesting because Apple is actually simplifying it. Apple is expected to remove touch sensitivity and haptic feedback from the camera control button on the iPhone 18 Pro models. The redesigned button will only have pressure sensitivity. Now, on paper, that sounds like a downgrade, less features. But here is where it gets interesting. The simplified version is not about reducing functionality. It is about saving money. The current solution is said to be very expensive for Apple and is generating costly after-sales repairs. So Apple is not making it worse because they want to. They are making it more reliable. And a camera control button that actually works every single time, that is better than one with more features that randomly stops working. Let us talk about the engine under the hood. The A20 Pro chip for iPhone 18 Pro is expected to be an especially big leap forward. It will be Apple's first chip built with a 2-nanometer process. Both of these advancements should lead to greater than usual improvements over this year's A19 Pro, making iPhone 18 Pro excel in performance, efficiency, and AI tasks. The jump from 3 nanometer to 2 nanometer is not a marketing number. It means the chip runs faster while using less power, which means better battery life without adding weight. And then there is the one rumor that feels almost too ambitious to be real. With the C2 modem, the iPhone 18 Pro models will reportedly support 5G via satellite for web browsing without Wi-Fi or cellular connectivity. Not emergency SOS, not a text to your emergency contacts, actual internet over satellite. If that ships this fall, it quietly becomes one of the most significant iPhone announcements in years. It just will not get the headline that it deserves. Okay, the design, Face ID's flood illuminator, is expected to move under the screen on the iPhone 18 Pro models, paving the way for a smaller dynamic island. 25 to 30% smaller. That is not nothing. More screen, less notch. And the two-tone rear design from iPhone 17 Pro proved polarizing. So Apple plans to better blend the colors of the aluminum and glass areas for a unified look, which honestly should have happened a year ago. On colors, Apple has been working on a dark cherry option to serve as the headline new color for the iPhone 18 Pro and Pro Max. Not loud, not fruit punch red, much closer to wine, dark cherry, deep red, understated, the kind of color people notice without being able to explain why. So, should you upgrade to the iPhone 18 Pro if you shoot photos or videos? Seriously, yes, variable aperture is not a gimmick. It is the single biggest camera hardware leap on an iPhone since the jump to Pro RAW. If you are on an iPhone 15 Pro or older, also yes, the A20 Pro chip alone is a meaningful jump. Combined with displays that allow higher refresh rates while using battery power more efficiently, you are getting better performance and better battery in the same body. If you are on an iPhone 17 Pro, wait and see. The camera upgrade might be enough. But variable aperture is new technology, and new technology in version 1 always has a learning curve. What I am genuinely curious about, drop this in the comments, is whether variable aperture on a phone is something you would actually use, or whether it joins the list of features Apple adds that most people never touch, because I have a strong opinion on that. And it might surprise you. Next week, I am putting everything we know about the iPhone 18 Pro against the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. That comparison is going to be messy. Stay tuned. Peace.